running with no shoes. The man who says this is the way nature meant it to be. And finally tonight, barefoot and running. Today, the streets of New York City were filled with thousands of marathoners and people who came out to cheer them on. To get an extra edge, serious runners spend some serious money on high-tech shoes. It turns out they might be better off if they just kick them off. Here's ABC's John Berman.
35,000 people endured the New York City Marathon today. Every day, millions more lace up their sneakers and go for a run. That, Ken Bob Saxton says, is where they all go wrong.
They've lost touch, literally, with the ground.
Ken Bob has run dozens of marathons barefoot.
A lot of it's just freedom. It feels good to feel the breeze blowing across the tops of my feet.
Not only does it feel better, but there is growing research that says it's better for you.
I honestly believe we were designed to be barefoot.
Professor Irene Davis studies running styles at the University of Delaware. She says many of the new sneakers, with all of their support, are making our feet lazy.
We were really designed to have feet that help to cushion the impacts of landing. By wearing shoes, we've sort of decreased the demands on those muscles, and with time, the muscles have really naturally gotten weaker.
And that makes your feet more vulnerable to injuries.
If you've worn running sneakers your whole life like I have, it's probably not a good idea to throw out your shoes and try running barefoot right away. You have to change the way you run.
Most runners strike the ground with the heels of their feet. Without shoes, that would hurt. And barefoot, you have to land on the middle or front of your feet, with the arch helping to absorb the impact. In the lab, running barefoot, I was able to cut the shock on my shins in half.
Perfect.
Even sneaker giant Nike believes in some cases, less is more. Their new shoe, the Nike Free, is like a slipper with a sole, designed to be almost like going barefoot. But Ken Bob says there is no substitute for the real thing.
You can tell a barefoot runner by the smile on their face.
He says people would understand if they would just run a mile in his shoes. John Berman, ABC News, Newark.